to use technology more effectively. So yes, do you know what asynchronous is? If not, this is something you really need to get your grips around when it comes to managing your team. So the two ways of working: synchronously, where you collaborate at the same time, maybe in the same location, and asynchronous working, where it doesn't matter because your time is not linked to other people's. The problem we have with a lot of business leaders at the moment is they don't understand that they can leverage technology for asynchronous working. Lots of stuff to unpack there. So what do I mean by all this gobbledygook? What I mean is that a lot of times people assume that work has to be done at a certain time, at a certain place, and actually COVID has taught us that's not always true. And using asynchronous working techniques, what that means is you can enable people to do stuff at a time that suits them. All you need to do is you need to find the deliverables, that is the stuff that needs to be done, and the deadline of when it needs to be done by, and that needs to be realistic. And then the rest of the process you leave for the other people to decide. But people say to me, how's that going to work? What if we want to work on a document collaboratively? Well, you can do that now. Microsoft Office, Google Docs, they all allow you to asynchronously and synchronously edit documents at the same time. All you need is an internet connection, and you can both 3, 5, 10, 20 people can edit the same document at the same time. It doesn't work with some tools very well, but it is possible even with CAD nowadays to do multiple edits and work on the same document at the same time. And the way that that's controlled is with something called version control. What we don't want to be doing is creating multiple different versions of the document and then having them in different locations. So traditionally, if you had a document in a folder, then obviously two people couldn't be editing that document at the same time. That wouldn't make any sense, but the tools do allow you to do that now. But a lot of people don't realize that, and they don't understand the process. So you could have one person editing one part of an Excel document while somebody else is editing another. And it works perfectly well, providing that you keep the file small and you make sure you've got a stable internet connection. If you go offline while you're editing a file and somebody else then edits, and then you try and upload your version of the file, Microsoft Word, etc., Excel will ask you what you want to do. Do you want to merge the changes? Do you want to compare the documents? And then you've got to make a decision. It's all pretty straightforward and pretty easy to do. And you can go back to previous versions of the document if you want to, if people have changed stuff. And you can also see what changes different people have made. When you're assigning work to people, in order for it to work asynchronously, that work has to be able to be completed by that person in its entirety. So you need to break the task down into smaller components, potentially. If you've got large tasks that require collaborative working with different people doing different components, you can assign the individual tasks to different people. Loads of tools, Trello, Asana, etc., that allow you to do that. My point here is that as a leader, you should be thinking, how can I empower my team to work from wherever and whenever they want to and still get the best possible work out of them? If you're not asking that question, you're really letting your team down. And younger people coming into your organization will get very frustrated very quickly if you limit the way that they work. Certainly people who are my age will get very frustrated very quickly about this lack of the ability to work on stuff outside of the timescales that you set. So I hope that makes sense. Do let me know what you think in the comments. If you like, got any questions, there's something you want me to explain in more details, just a very quick summary, do let me know. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks very much and have a great day. Cheers. Bye-bye.